The 100 Freestyles, one of swimming's blue ribbon events. It's a fast and thrilling sprint, but with more strategic depth and complexity than a splash and dash like the 50. Combine that and it makes it an incredibly exciting race to watch. And today at the Short Course World Championships, it was no exception, as both the men's and women's 100 Freestyles were incredibly entertaining. In the women's race, Gretchen Walsh was the biggest threat on everyone's radar. She's already shown that she's on world record-breaking form at these championships, and many were wondering if this might be the next one to fall, especially after a speedy 50.49 in the semifinals. And Walsh would attack this race from the very start, showing off her sprinting ability. At the 50-meter mark, she was out in a blazing 23.9. Over the second 50, Beryl Gastadello and Kate Douglas tried to reel Walsh in, but it wasn't even close to enough, as she touched first in a massive 50.31, a new championship record and just 6 100ths away from the world record. Looking at the splits between Walsh's swim and Kate Campbell's world record, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect. Walsh going out in a 23.9 opens up a massive lead over the front half, then Campbell matches it and then some over the back half. This swim from Walsh now stands as the second fastest in history, and she remains the second fastest performer in history since her semifinal swim already launched her into that spot. And in an incredibly fast podium, both Gastadello and Douglas's swims also enter the top 10 performances of all time. Meanwhile, the men's race already saw some back and forth action before the final even arrived. On night 1, Jack Alexi broke the championship record in this event, leading off the 400 free relay, storming to the wall in a 45.05. However, in the event's prelims the very next day, Jordan Crooks would rip a 44.95, just 11 100ths off of the world record and only the fourth time anyone has ever broken 45 seconds. The stage was set for a titanic matchup, and after being held by the starter for approximately 3 business days, they were off. The Americans had the lead at the first 50, as Chris Giuliano used some outside smoke to flip first, with Jack Alexi just 1 100th behind. Brazilian Guilherme Santos was in third and Crooks in fifth. Over the next 25, Alexi took the lead, Santos maintained his position, and Crooks fell to 7th. But Crooks came flying home on the final 25 as the front runners crashed into the wall. It was Alexi for the gold, Santos for the silver, and Crooks for the bronze. This was a close final, with the podium positions being separated by just a 10th, and Giuliano in 4th being just 3 100ths out of the medals. While none of these swims entered the top 10 performances of all time, this race just goes to show that it doesn't take an extraordinary final time to still produce an incredibly exciting and fun to watch race. What did you think of the 100 freestyles at these championships? Were they as exciting as I thought they were, or were you hoping for more? Let me know down below.